Hello viewers, welcome to Home Cooking with me Hema Subramanian. Today's recipe is a very special Schezwan egg fried rice. So let's get started. For the fried rice, take a white saucepan or a wok, pour a little oil, some chopped garlic, a piece of chopped ginger, a piece of capsicum chopped, some chopped green beans, carrots chopped, chopped cabbage, half cup. Saute the vegetables for a few minutes. Some chopped spring onion whites. Season this with a little salt and some pepper. Next, I'm going to add a teaspoon of soy sauce, 2 teaspoons of vinegar, 2 teaspoons of ketchup, about 3 teaspoons of Schezwan sauce. This recipe is available. I've already made this sauce before, so if you want the recipe for the Schezwan sauce, check the recipe and make that. So now make a well in the center. Let's scramble some eggs. Just add a little oil. So I'm adding about 3 eggs. Quickly stir it. So there you have the scramble. Just mix everything together now. Add spring onion greens. Quickly give it a mix. Adding the cooked rice. Start stirring it gently. Those of you who don't want to add egg to the rice, you can avoid that and just make it as a Schezwan vegetable fried rice. And the rest of the steps you can just follow the recipe. So now you can make this very delicious spicy Schezwan egg fried rice and enjoy with a lovely side dish of your choice. I've made a lot of different Indo-Chinese recipes for you guys, so you can check those and make that along with this rice and enjoy. Today's recipe is a lovely and delicious prawn fried rice. Well, I'm very excited to show you how to make this, so let's get started. I'm using long grain rice for this recipe. So first boil the rice and keep it aside. Add a little salt. The rice is cooked, I'm just going to strain it. 3 eggs. Season it with a little salt and pepper. Whisk it lightly. So first I'm going to make the omelette. Put a little oil onto the pan. Whisk the eggs lightly and pour it onto the pan. Turn off the stove. Just roll the omelette. Keep it on the plate. To the same saucepan, add a little more oil. Stir fry the prawns till they turn pink. So I have about 200 grams of fresh prawns that's been deveined. I'm not going to overcook them. I'm just going to season this with a pinch of salt and some pepper. The prawns are pink. I'm going to turn off the stove and keep this aside. So take a nice wide saucepan or a wok, add a little oil. I'm using sesame oil for this. The flavor will be better if you use sesame oil. A large piece of ginger finely chopped. About 6 to 7 cloves of garlic finely chopped. Spring onion whites sliced. If you'd like to add juliennes of capsicum, you can add that. 2 handfuls of the spring onion greens. I've used 1 bunch of the spring onions here. I'm using 2 tablespoons of light soy. If you don't have that, you can use the dark soy. You can use 1 tablespoon of that. 1 tablespoon fish sauce. This is optional. 2 tablespoons of SRIRACHA chili sauce. 1 tablespoon of Thai sweet chili sauce. Just quickly stir it in. Add half teaspoon of pepper. We're going to slowly start adding the cooked rice, the long grain rice. Keep the flame on medium high and start stirring it. I'm going to cut up the omelette. Quickly mix it and finally add the prawns. I'm just going to add a handful of the spring onion greens, quickly mix it. Prawn fried rice is ready to be served. So there you have this delicious prawn fried rice. It's a meal by itself. You don't have to have it with any other sides. It's very tasty and very quick to make. So next time you get some prawns from the market, try to make this recipe and enjoy with your family. So this is a particular sesame oil that I'm using for the fried rice. That is a blended sesame oil, which is normally used for Chinese preparations. If you don't have this, you can use regular cooking oil. This would give a nice flavor to the rice. 1.5 tablespoons sesame oil. Add the onions. Add the garlic. Add a piece of ginger that is finely chopped. Next, add the capsicum. Saute for about 3 to 4 minutes. And then add the spring onions. This is one bunch that's been finely chopped. Salt and pepper for seasoning. So I've used long grain rice for this particular recipe. Just gradually mix it in. Make sure the flame is in low. You don't want to burn the rice. Just keep it in low and gently mix it. The next step is to make the egg scramble. I've taken 3 eggs for the scramble and seasoned it with some salt and pepper. And just whisk it slightly before you pour it into the pan. Take a small saucepan, add a little oil. The egg will continue to cook in the rice, so make sure you don't dry it up too much while making the scramble. You can make this simple egg fried rice at home with this simple recipe.